Let's address the question directly. Can AI replace streamers? Right now, AI can generate voices, it can animate avatars, it can respond to chat, it can even simulate personality traits. So the fear makes sense. AI keeps improving. Will human streamers become unnecessary? Short answer, no. Long answer, it depends on what you think streaming actually is. Today, we're breaking down what AI can realistically do, what it can't, what the numbers say, and how future technology will change the role of creators without eliminating them. Let's be honest about it. Number 1, AI can already host basic streams. Right now, AI systems can already read chat in real time, answer common questions, trigger alerts, play pre-recorded gameplay loops, and even generate synthetic voice commentary. There are experimental channels running partially automated streams where much of the interaction is system-driven. For informational, repetitive, or highly structured content, this can function reasonably well, but there's an important pattern emerging. These streams often show lower emotional retention. Viewers may sample them out of curiosity, but average watch time tends to drop when authenticity feels thin. Once people sense that interaction is simulated rather than lived, engagement shifts from connection to observation. AI can simulate presence. It cannot simulate lived experience. It doesn't feel frustration in a clutch moment. It doesn't genuinely celebrate a comeback. It doesn't carry memory, stakes, or personal history in the same way a human does, and audiences are highly sensitive to that difference even when they can't articulate it. The power of AI in streaming is not replacement, it's augmentation. Systems can enhance structure, reduce overload, and multiply output. But the emotional core, the tension, humor, vulnerability, and unpredictability, remains human. And that difference matters more than ever. Number 2, emotional connection is still human. Streaming is not just gameplay, it's reaction, it's vulnerability, it's unpredictability. What keeps people watching isn't only what happens on screen, it's how you respond to it. The hesitation before a risky play, the frustration after a mistake, the laugh that breaks tension, the relief when something finally works. Those emotional shifts create narrative, and narrative creates attachment. Research in digital engagement consistently shows that audiences form stronger loyalty bonds when creators display authentic emotional variability. Moments of surprise, disappointment, humor, doubt, confidence, recovery. That variability signals humanity. It creates psychological resonance. Viewers don't just watch performance, they witness experience. AI can imitate tone. It can replicate cadence, inject excitement, even simulate humor patterns. But it does not feel tension before a clutch moment. It does not feel embarrassment after a mistake. It does not experience growth across months of effort. There is no internal stake. And audiences sense that difference. Even subtly, connection is built on shared human unpredictability. The imperfect pause, the unscripted reaction, the genuine shift in emotion. AI can enhance the structure around your stream, but the heartbeat, the part people return for, is still human. Number 3, AI is exceptional at structure. Where AI truly shines is not in replacing the creator, it's in reinforcing the structure around them. Analytics tracking, clip generation, moderation, scheduling, engagement optimization. These are operational layers. They require precision, repetition, and consistency. That's where intelligent systems outperform humans. If a creator streams 4 hours, AI can automatically extract 8 to 12 viable content pieces, rank them by engagement probability, caption them, and prepare them for distribution. That's leverage without extra effort. Chat spikes to 150 messages per minute. AI can instantly filter spam, prioritize meaningful questions, detect tone shifts and summarize key threads. It handles volume without fatigue. AI removes friction. It reduces cognitive overload. It protects attention. It multiplies output, but it does not create personality. It does not invent lived experience. It does not replace emotional stakes. The future model is not replacement. It is augmentation. Human presence at the center. Intelligent systems around the edges. One provides meaning, the other provides scale. Number 4, the numbers tell a clear story. Over 9 million streamers exist globally, yet fewer than 1% sustain consistent full-time income from it. The gap isn't caused by a lack of talent, and it's not caused by AI. The real barriers are sustainability and discoverability. Many creators burn out before momentum compounds, others produce solid content that never reaches enough viewers. Growth stalls not because effort is absent, but because structure is missing. AI tools can directly improve performance metrics that matter. They can tighten pacing by identifying retention drop-off points. If your average viewer retention increases from 5 minutes to 8 minutes, that's a 60% improvement in engagement time. On platforms driven by watch time and session depth, that shift significantly increases algorithmic exposure. More retention signals value. More value signals recommendation. AI can optimize titles, during improved clip extraction, filter chat noise, enhance engagement timing. All of that strengthens the mechanical side of growth, but metrics alone do not build careers. AI improves performance. It does not replace the core driver of growth, audience trust. Trust is built through consistency, authenticity, and shared experience over time. I can amplify those signals. It cannot fabricate them. Number 5, fully AI-generated personalities will exist. By 2030, AI-only streamers will absolutely exist. Some already do in early experimental forms. A portion of them will gain traction, especially in tightly structured environments. Trivia formats, educational loops, automated simulations, data-driven commentary, or endlessly repeatable gaming scenarios. Yeah, in spaces where consistency and structure matter more than lived emotion, AI can perform efficiently. But scale and traction are not the same as loyalty. Where fully autonomous AI creators are likely to struggle is emotional storytelling, vulnerability arcs, and long-term relational depth. Audiences don't just return for information. They return for narrative continuity, growth, setbacks, evolution, personality shifts. Those arcs require lived experience. Humans follow humans. Even today's most successful virtual creators and VTubers are guided by human performers, writers, and creative teams. The avatar may be digital. The intelligence behind it is human-directed. Pure AI identity without meaningful human input remains limited because it lacks stake, memory rooted in experience, and genuine transformation. It can simulate tone, it cannot embody consequence. AI-only channels may occupy specific niches, but enduring loyalty still centers on human connection. Number 6, hybrid creators will dominate. The most successful creators of the next decade will likely use AI extensively, not as a novelty, but as infrastructure. AI co-hosts assisting during high-speed chat moments, automated editing systems turning streams into multi-platform content, real-time analytics guiding pacing and retention decisions, smart moderation protecting community health, performance tracking that surfaces patterns invisible to instinct alone, but the visible core, the face, the voice, the judgment, the emotional center will remain human. That's where meaning lives. That's where trust forms. The real shift isn't replacement, it's compression. Think of AI as a production team condensed into software. Tasks that once required an editor, a moderator team, a data analyst, and a content manager can be partially automated and orchestrated by one creator with intelligent systems. One person with strong AI infrastructure may compete with what previously required 5. That's leverage. Leverage increases output, stability, and precision without multiplying hours worked. It allows creators to operate like structured media companies while still feeling personal and direct. The future isn't human versus machine. It's human with amplified capability. Number 7, authentic mistakes matter. One of the strongest drivers of loyalty is imperfection. The missed shot in a clutch moment, the unexpected laugh you can't hold back, the frustration that slips through before you catch it, the recovery after a mistake. These moments signal authenticity. They reveal humanity. and audiences bond with humanity more than precision. AI systems are built for efficiency. They optimize for smooth transitions, clean delivery, minimized error, but perfectly smooth experiences often feel artificial. They lack friction, they lack stakes, and without stakes, emotional investment drops. Humans don't bond over perfection, they bond over vulnerability. That's why raw clips, unfiltered reactions, unscripted failures, spontaneous joy often go viral more than polished highlight reels. The imperfection creates relatability. Relatability creates connection. AI can help amplify those moments. It can detect voice spikes, chat explosions, reaction intensity, and automatically clip the chaos. It can package authenticity for distribution, but it cannot truly generate genuine imperfection on purpose without it feeling staged. Manufactured flaws lack emotional weight because there's no real consequence behind them. The magic isn't in being flawless, it's in being real. Number 8. The risk is complacency, not replacement. The real danger isn't AI replacing creators. It's creators refusing to adapt while the environment evolves around them. If two streamers have equal charisma, similar content quality, and comparable on-camera presence, but one uses AI for smarter analytics, cleaner moderation, optimized scheduling, and efficient content distribution, the structured creator will almost always grow faster. Not because they're more talented, because they're more leveraged. Optimization compounds, better retention tracking improves pacing, better moderation protects atmosphere, better clipping increases discoverability, better data sharpens decisions. Each improvement may seem small in isolation. Together they create acceleration. AI doesn't eliminate competition. It widens the gap between structured creators and disorganized ones. Those who build systems early compound advantages over time. Those who rely purely on effort eventually collide with limits. Time, energy, burnout, and inconsistency. Adaptation determines survival. The creators who treat AI as infrastructure, not as threat, position themselves to scale sustainably. In a crowded ecosystem, evolution favors those who design intelligently. Number 9. Future technology will blur the lines. Voice cloning will become nearly indistinguishable from the original. Avatars will become hyper-realistic, expressive, and fluid. AI-generated gameplay commentary will grow more contextual, more dynamic, more convincing. Technically, the line between synthetic and human delivery will blur, but even then the value of human presence will remain. Because what audiences ultimately crave is not just performance, it's relatability. They want to know someone real is behind the reactions. Someone who actually felt the pressure of that ranked match. Someone who genuinely experienced the frustration, the growth, the setbacks over months or years. Technology can simulate signals of emotion. It cannot replicate lived continuity. It cannot build shared history in the same way a human can. And viewers intuitively search for that anchor. As systems become more advanced, the creator's role doesn't shrink, it sharpens. The human becomes the anchor, the source of meaning, identity, and narrative continuity. Technology becomes the support structure. One provides connection, the other provides capability. And in the next era of streaming, that balance will define who lasts. Number 10, the honest answer. AI will not replace streamers, but it will replace inefficiency. The creators who ignore structure, who rely only on longer hours, louder promotion, and reactive decision making, will struggle as competition increases, not because they lack talent, but because talent without systems hits ceilings. Time is limited, energy is limited, attention is limited. Creators who build intelligent infrastructure around their personality will scale differently. They'll use AI for retention analysis, smart moderation, automated distribution, performance tracking, and workload reduction. Their creativity remains human. Their execution becomes optimized. That's the shift. The future belongs to hybrid creators, human core, AI infrastructure, One delivers authenticity, narrative, and emotional depth. The other delivers leverage, precision, and stability. Separately, each has limits. Together, they create compounding advantage. If you're worried about AI taking your place, don't be afraid. Be strategic. Learn it, integrate it, control it. AI is not your competition. It doesn't wake up with ambition. It doesn't build community from lived experience. It doesn't carry identity, history, or personal stakes. What it does carry is capability, speed, scale, pattern recognition. Used correctly, it becomes a multiplier. It sharpens your analytics. It strengthens moderation. It expands distribution. It reduces repetition. It protects your energy so your creativity stays intact. The streamers who ignore intelligent systems may feel safe in the short term, but the ones who build smart infrastructure early will compound advantages over years. Structure scales, guesswork stalls. This isn't about replacing personality. It's about reinforcing it with leverage. The creators who treat AI as a tool, not a threat, won't fade. They'll dominate. If you want to build for the future instead of fearing it, subscribe and stay in the shadows.